Yep. It's that time again, baby. All right. Welcome to the pre-show of the Savvy Show. I am David Wilson, Business Savage. Welcome to No Nonsense Market Domination. Here live on Facebook, live on YouTube, live on Periscope, Twitter, live on Twitch. Yes, welcome everyone. It is a beautiful day in the neighborhood. We're broadcasting to you today live from Richmond, Virginia, USA, the capital of the South. Here for season 6 of No Nonsense Market Domination, where we are building you. So the theme of IBGR this season is build you, right? Build you. What does that mean? Well, last season we reimagined you. Who's you? You are the business owner. You are the entrepreneur. So we put in the work last season to find what was true about you, kind of find where you were. We started with challenging your passion, challenging your purpose. We started there, and then we started looking into the different areas of the business owner, the entrepreneur. Don't want to get into too much detail right now because I'm going to end up giving it away for the show, right? So I want to make sure I'm going to run out of material. All right, that's not possible. I don't think I can run out of material. But anyway, this is an exciting season, and we start today talking about the system. So the title of the show is, what is it? The title of the show, what is the system? I'm going to talk about the system. The system will get you from point A to point B. So I've been preaching this for the last 3 seasons. No matter what stage of business you're in, from pre-startup to startup, growth to hockey stick growth, to slow and steady, nice and easy as business is going great, to it's time to retire and start a ferret grooming business. Doesn't matter what stage of business you're in, we can help you. Come grow with us, right? So that's what we said. 13 minutes to live. And that's what we're gonna focus on that during the season. So every single, and again, I don't want to spill the beans. Why do we say that? Like why do we say spill the beans? Like why isn't it spill something else? Like spill the corn, spill the gravy. Instead, we talk about spill the greens, spill the beans. You're fired. Okay. Anyway, I don't want to spill the beans on the show. So definitely we're going to go through let me back up. For those of you who are returning viewers here on the pre-show of the Savvy Show, thank you very much. We definitely appreciate you. Yes, we definitely appreciate you. If you're new to the Savvy Show, you're new to IBGR, here's how this works. During this portion of the show, we do all of our sound checks, we do all our lighting checks, and give you some information that you can't get otherwise before the show starts. When the show actually starts, we're going to stay here. So you're going to be watching a live radio show, and it's a pretty unique proposition. It's pretty unique. You can't do that everywhere. So right now we're not on the air yet. IBGR is an internationally broadcast radio station, 24/7 business and entrepreneurial radio. So we have a bunch of men and women who have experience in different things, different segments of business, who are there to help business owners, help entrepreneurs just like you. And you can find all the information you could possibly want at IBGR.Network, all different on-air talent. So myself included, David Wilson, the Business Savage. That's me, and all the other folks. And you can find us at IBGR.Network and just search for David Wilson, search for the Business Savage. You can do that. It's pretty simple. And there's free stuff, there's resources, there's information, there's experience, there's programs, there's books that you can plug into, which is actually going to be what we're talking about today, plugging into that system. Throughout the season, you're just going to be hearing stories as told to me. So stories as told to me in my world, in my business world, in my coaching consulting world of businesses in different stages of growth, you see. And we're going to learn from those. So what is it? People sell, stories tell. So we're going to end up telling a lot of stories with the goal of someone being helped by that. Let's see, talking to downtown. It's been a very interesting experience working on the radio/video. It's been awesome. Right now I'm communicating, and this is a very fluid process. It's just ever changing. 7 minutes to live. Oh boy, we got to do our sound checks. I'm having too much fun. Okay, sound check. We're gonna go when you see the avatar go up. This avatar here should probably update that. It's kind of got to. When you see that vibrating, then obviously I'm talking, but I am off camera. So we're gonna be doing our lighting check. Oh, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. All right. In-studio engineer just walked in. Steve is here in the building, and it's perfect timing so that we can do our checks. We're gonna mic check downtown. Check. Levels good. All right. Soundboard check. Oh, that's so nice. All right. It's getting out of control here, guys. Getting out of control. Lighting, I'll do that in one moment. All right, come back. Lighting check. Yes, how's the light? How's my light? All right, good. We're all set. So now what we're going to do, let me get my, I need to listen for my cue and also have a timer. So like I said, IBGR is on the air right now. So IBGR is on the air. IBGR is broadcasting now. There's always a show on IBGR 24/7. Like I said, my show will come in at 3 o'clock. We have lanes here on IBGR. I'm in the customer lane. I'm not sure why, but maybe we'll work on that. I'm not sure, but no problem. And it's good you're in luck, because there's a good chance something very intense is going to happen today. So you're in the right place. You're in the right place. 6 minutes to live. 6 minutes to live. Throughout the season, you heard me say it earlier, plugging into the system, and you need to know how to plug into the system. So we have this, my a little bit about me and my background. So I have a funding company called Fund You Up. We help small, mid-sized businesses get funding, scrolling at the bottom of the screen right now, when traditional means are not available. I took everything I did and realized, between Fund You Up, getting businesses funded, BNI helping businesses grow, BNI helping businesses kind of navigate through their challenges, business owners navigating through their challenges, navigating through their fears. I kind of balled that up into a big old ball of clay and discovered, oh, wow, kind of like how I discovered with the No Rejection Connection, this is stuff I've been doing in my daily life or my daily business life for 25 years almost. And it's high time I start getting it to the people in a formal, systematic sort of way. So that's what the system is going to be. And what I found is it really doesn't matter what stage of business you're in, because we can help. We can help. So we are 4 minutes, I think. Yep, 4 minutes to live. 4 minutes to live. Please be sure to, if you're on, throw a comment in the post for me. Yeah, that's right. Throw a comment in the comment bar for me. I was just told that one of the best things you can have with you while listening to the Savvy Show with me, the Business Savage, is a beer, and I'm not making that up. That's what somebody said in the comments. So I think that's fine, I suppose, if that's what you're going to do. But we definitely have fun here. We're going to we're not going to turn all the way up, but we will turn up a little bit. But we're going to get the education, and we are going to get the entertainment as well. So thank you for joining me on the pre-show to No Nonsense Market Domination. I am David Wilson, the Business Savage. This is known as the Savvy Show. So we will be going live in about 2.5 minutes on IBGR.Network. Stick with me here right now, and you can watch me go live on IBGR.Network and just hang out and watch the whole show until 4 o'clock. So we will be kicking off in just a moment, and we are ready. Steve, show notes? Yes, sir. Thank you. All right, show notes are ready. We might even talk a little bit about business therapy later. I don't know what that is. We might talk about business therapy. So about 2 minutes to live. 2 minutes to live. Final checks. Lighting. $1,400. Minute and a half to live. Season 6. Minute and a half to live. You ever have that teacher in high school? Ms. Wise was that teacher. Ms. Wise hated when we chewed gum. So I'm feeling really self-conscious right now because I'm chewing gum. It's terrible. Ms. Wise, dag on it. Okay, 45 seconds to live. We're going to go to Avatar. We'll see you in the show. Right, Facebook, let's go. YouTube, let's go. Periscope, let's go. Twitch, let's go. 20 seconds to live, season 6. Here we go. Let's have a good one. Whew. I was going to sing today for no apparent reason. And then I remembered it's a brand new season. It's a Savvy show, baby. Why don't you go up there and make you a plate? Oh, and as for my singing, we're just going to have to wait. Season 6, baby, the Savvy show. You ready? You know what to do. Say my name. Savvy. Whoa. Let's go. Yes, sir. Here we go. Matter of fact, let that ride out. Let that ride out. Rest in peace. All right. Awesome. Welcome to the Savvy Show. I am David Wilson, the business savvy with no nonsense market domination here on IBGR.Network Profit Radio. No matter what stage of business you are in, from pre-startup to startup growth to hockey stick growth to slow and steady, nice and easy. Wow, this business is going really well. To, you know what? It's time to sell. This is the highest valuation I'm ever going to get for my business. This will be my opportunity to retire my spouse. You got to pay attention. You got to be up on current events to get that. You got to be up on current events to get that. Okay. No matter what stage of business you're in, come grow with us. Hey, come grow with us. Too much fun, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. They actually brought us back, the Savvy Show here on IBGR. This is, in fact, season 6. This is, in fact, season 6. It's been amazing. It's an amazing ride. Sometimes it's felt like it has felt like a ride on a Lear, like a Lear jet. They still have those? I don't think so. But a ride on a Lear jet. Then other times it's been like riding a skateboard down Carey Street on the cobblestones. But that's the beauty. That's the beauty of entrepreneurship. That's the beauty of business ownership. That's why people like us keep the economy moving forward. And people like us hire people. All right. People like us help put kids through college. So congratulate yourselves every day that you're able to wake up and say that you can do this for a living. All right. So I'm excited. Welcome again to season 6. A quick shout out to our founders, Bill Eastman and Donna Cundy, who have gotten us to this point marvelously, and make it easy for people like me who have pretty smart, but the attention span of I'm not even gonna say. If you are here with us and you're a returning listener, returning viewer on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Periscope, and Twitch, give yourselves a round of applause. if you are a return, no, if you are new, if you're new, I can't. It's awesome. It's humbling to know that people are still jumping on, wanting to watch the Savvy Show, listen to the Savvy Show. So we appreciate you. If you're new, give yourselves a round of applause. Yes. And like I always say, if it were not for our viewers and if it were not for our listeners, we would have a show with no viewers and no listeners. So, thank you. Last but not least, the man without the plan himself, my in-studio engineer, Steve Namin. You feel me? He's been with me from just about the beginning. And I will say about Steve that he has been consistently like slightly below average. Consistently though. It's consistent. It's consistent. He over there laughing. Okay. Anyway, what is the system? Plug into the system. Our theme for this season is just that. We're going to build you. Last season, we reimagined you. We put you through a bunch of exercises, a bunch of thought, savvy shifting conversations to get you really thinking about where you really are. Where are you? Who do you want to be? Where do you want to go? Where you can't do anything without having that information. So it takes really the ability to introspect, the ability to begin to hold ourselves accountable for where we're trying to go, and a lot of that is mindset stuff. Because it's hard. Business ownership is hard. One of the things I like to say to folks who are in business for themselves is take a step back every single day and know you are doing something that most people can't or won't do. And I'm not saying that arrogantly. I'm just saying that factually. And it's not a dig. Don't write me and saying, David Wilson, the stupid business savage, said that I can't ever start. No, you can do whatever you want. That's not what I'm saying. I'm going to delete that anyway. So don't bother. Even if you send it regular mail, I'm just going to throw it. I'm going to shred it. In fact, in a monster shredder. What I'm saying is, for those who are doing, they should be thankful. As we move through the season and we talk about the system, what is the system? Can you get a system from anywhere? Yeah, you can get a system from anywhere. Can you plug into a system anywhere? Yeah, you can. What we're going to share here, so it doesn't matter to me what system you plug into, but find a system that is going to help you in whatever stage of business you're in. IBGR is a system. We're going to talk about my system this season, and we're gonna teach. We're gonna share through the power of the story. These are real life stories from business owners, from entrepreneurs, in all the different stages of growth we talk about. Now, for all of you who started with me in the beginning, maybe season 2, season 3, and they were like, "Oh man, he don't know what he's doing. He's just coming on here. He's just reading this. Well, guess what? I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. You see how I did that? You see how I brought it all up? See, okay, right, Steve? Okay, that was from Steve. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate that. So that's exact. So all that stuff about pre-startup, startup growth, the hockey stick growth, and the stupid ferret, that's real stuff, because those are real stages of that real businesses face every single day, and you're going to get the benefit starting next week of hearing about the different real stories, real conversations that I have had. The names have been changed. The names of the businesses, the names of the business owners. But my hope, bet, is that you're going to relate to something. You're going to relay. You're going to hear something that's going to help you. You're going to hear something that you're going to take away as a nugget. You're going to hear a savvy shift. You're going to be able to make that in your business. You might even be able to share that with someone else who has a business. And that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. We are simply you need a system. In these are savvy sessions. You've heard me talk about savvy sessions. These are savvy sessions where you hear about the frustrations, you hear about where you're stuck, what you're afraid of. Wow, we're expanding. I don't know what to do. How do you raise capital? These are all I do have almost 25 years of business experience that I bring to the table through BNI, through Fund You Up, through consulting in the late 90s, which was like just the different world, all balled up in a ball of clay and wrapped up and given a name. And that's what we're going to help talk about. That's what we're going to share. So in the next segment, when we go to break, we're going to talk about that. So stick around for the next segment. That'll be segment number 2. Right? Okay. stick around for the next segment so that you can find out how to plug into the system. We're going to be talking about it all season anyways. But in season 2, we're gonna introduce that. We're going to talk about pre-startup, the two stages, pre-startup to startup. When we come back from the break, you are listening to David Wilson, the Business Savage, on the Savvy Show here on IBGR.Network. We will see you on the other side. Savvy. All right, good set. Good set. I felt real good, sounded good. Good feedback from downtown. All right, thank you for your comments. We have a longtime viewer. So the Miss Wise. So Miss Wise is I don't know if she's still living, but is a real person. So and Shore is chewing gum too. So you get a round of applause for that. See, because the thing is, you didn't even know I was chewing gum, right? Because it's under my tongue. Because that's what we used to do when Ms. Wise came around. Just slip it under your tongue. Haha. All right. In segment 2, we're gonna start the dive. It's amazing how. What's going on here? Got an emergency, guys. Hold on. All right, stand by. Sorry about that. It was a minor disaster averted. Why your business is different? Why does it exist? Why do your customers care? All right, we are 1 minute to live. 1 minute to live. Put your comments in the comment bar. We're going to talk about business therapy. When we come back, business therapy. Remember that. Uh-oh. Yes. 45 seconds to live. 45 seconds to live. Here we go, Steve. You ready? You know that's right. It never gets old. I don't know. It's just something about the dance hall. Right? All right, here we go. 30 seconds to live. All right. Here we go, Steve. Next segment. Here we go. Yeah. Welcome back to the Savvy Show. I am David Wilson, the Business Savage. No nonsense market domination here on IBGR.Network. Profit Radio. No matter what stage of business you're in, come grow with us. Come grow with us. See, I can't say this the exact same thing every time, right? Because if I do, then you're going to get used to it. And you'll be like, yeah, man, what stage of business you're in, growth, and you're just going to stop listening. So I got to keep you on your toes. What is the system is the title of this first episode. First episode? Is it an episode? Yeah, I guess it's an episode of No Nonsense Market Domination, Building You. So the theme of the station for season 6 is building your business, right? Building your business. So because we here on the Savvy Show focus on you, we reimagined you last season. This season we're going to build you. So we're going to take all that information that we gathered, we learned about ourselves, and then we're going to plug it into what we want to do and how we're going to do it, who we need, where we're going to do it, and what results can we get to measure so that we know we're on track. Simple as that. So like I said, this season we're gonna share a bunch of stories. I'm gonna share a bunch of stories with you about the different businesses I've worked with, business owners I've worked with, and in the different stages of business growth, and kind of what they have said in this episode. What they have said are the most important things in those stages. So for example, we're talking about pre-startup and startup, right? So pre-startup and startup, what does that mean? So pre-startup, you hear the term sometimes pre-revenue, and pre-revenue was a really technical term. It was a fancy term for we ain't got no money yet. So pre-startup, think of that as an idea. A lot of people, how many people out there, by show of hands, I can't do that. This is not. How many people out there have an idea for a business? How many people out there just have no idea for a business? They just know they want to be in business. I mean, it happens all the time. I get phone calls all the time. Oh yeah, I'd love for you to, and this comes from Fund You Up. I want you to fund my business. Okay, well, tell me about your business. What's your top line revenue for the past 6 months? Oh, we don't have any revenue. And in my head, it's like me sitting next to the teacher in third grade, like because I got an N in self-control, which makes absolutely no sense. Oh, so you think I got you, Steve? That's funny. Anyway, I'm just telling the story now. I got an N in self-control. Because a lot of times I would blurt out answers, and even though they were right, even though they were right, I still got in trouble for blurting out the answers. So my old response, and this is ladies and gentlemen, I've changed a bit. I have. Yeah. The old me, oh yeah, so tell me a little bit about your business. Oh, well, we've been in business for 6 months, blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, tell me about your revenue over the past 6 months. Oh, we don't have any revenue. Okay, well, you don't have a business. Is what the old me would have said. But I'm kidding. All right, don't get all touchy about it. Okay, Steve is still laughing, by the way. Here's my point. In this stage especially, so we there's a lot of terms that people throw out, and there's a lot of misinformation and disinformation. But the notion that what is the definition of a business, and what's the difference between a business and a hobby. So a lot of people in this, and this is feedback, all right? This isn't me talking. This is feedback from the folks that I've spoken to in this space, the challenges that they faced. Okay, so thinking that I had a business when I didn't really have one. Thinking my business had value when I didn't have any customers. And I know some of you may be thinking, oh, well, what about these tech startups? Here's what I'll tell you. And a tech startup with no customers and no revenue, watch this, still falls under the definition I'm getting ready to give you. Now, you might want to write this down. You might want to type that into your BlackBerry, if you will. Here goes. You don't have a business unless you have a solution. Hold on. You don't have a business unless you have a solution that someone is willing to pay for. That's it. So if you start an organic water company and it's like water from your hose in the back in used water bottles, that might not be a business. But it is in fact a business. If Charlie and them want to buy your water, that's a business. Now, go back to your tech startup. Oh, but some tech startups, they get fun. Yeah, I know that. But guess what? They are providing a solution that someone is willing to pay for. It's not about customers, it's about value. It's as simple as that. It's about value. So in this case, these investors, and by the way, investor money's not revenue anyway. So no. That's kind of like an advance in the music industry. Oh yeah, I just bought a Bentley with the $1 million I made. No, you ain't make $1 million. And by the way, give me my Bentley back. It's not your money. You're now on the hook. You're on the hook. You have to produce, and you've lost a piece of your company. So in that case, that's how that works. We talked about business versus hobby. It's okay to have hobbies. It's okay to have hobbies. Just don't call them businesses. All right. If you make the little braid, remember the braid bracelets that you twist them up. I used to make them. I used to have them made at summer camp. Shout out to Seashore Day Camp in Long Branch, New Jersey. How about that? Shout out to them. Yeah. Thanks to Seashore, I learned how to make friends, and I learned how to beat people up. Yeah, just because I had to fight. It's a long story. I'm not going to get into that here. But anyway, so if you make those bracelets, right? I just make them here and there for friends. If you make them here and there for friends, that's okay. Make them here and there for friends. But if you want it to be a business, you have to have the mindset of a business owner, of an entrepreneur. a lot of what everything we do in the Savvy session, everything we do in the system is intended to find the truth. And again, I don't care. It doesn't matter if it's my system. It doesn't matter if it's someone else's system. It doesn't. But a proper system should be a search for the truth. We have to get to the reality of where we are. I've spoken to folks in this section of business where we determined after a couple of conversations, this just didn't make any sense. There's not enough money in it. There's not enough money to invest in it. It's not investable. In other cases, it made sense to move to the next step, the startup. And really what this is about, any good system obviously has a process, but the best systems, you have a wealth, a conglomerate of vetted resources. So the system you plug into should be able to help you itself, but should also bring to the table that conglomerate of vetted resources that can help you in other areas of your business. So ultimately trying to figure out how we get to the next step. So what is the next step? We just have to figure that out. And those are the stories we're going to hear. So when we get to the end of story A, let's say, we're going to know what that client did, what that client is doing, and how they got there. Simple, right? Makes sense? I thought so. When we come back from break, we're going to dive into the next two. What's the next two, Steve? It's slow and steady. No, it's not. Growth and hockey stick growth, right? I say it enough on the show. So growth and hockey stick growth. When we come back from the break, we'll dive right into that. Savvy. All right, good set there. Well done. Let me know how I'm doing in the comments. Getting good, very humbling comments. I appreciate that very much. All right. Our volume here. All right, so one of the things we're going to be touching on, I didn't do this that well that last segment, but we will do it. Hold on one second. And I guess we can do this shortly. Because we're going to talk about the system, and we're just gonna do it. That's fine. All right. Thanks for the comments. Thanks for being with me. We're halfway through. If you have any interest in plugging into the system, we are putting the finishing touches on where we start doing that. So you can certainly post a comment. And we'll get you set up with the next step. Everything about business ownership really is about that next step. It's about taking that next step. It's about what's next. So that's what we're going to talk about. Where's my timer? What do we got? Minute to live. Okay, minute to live. All right. Thank you for the comments. We're getting a lot of comments coming in through the radio station, IBGR.Network. Thank you. If you want to listen again, you can go to IBGR.Network, and there should be a big square or something like a play button, and you just hit that. And Remind me, I got to get Steve. I got to get to. I didn't do the sponsors, so we'll do that before we get fired, kicked off the air or something. All right, here we go. 15 live. Let's go. Whoa. All right, welcome back to the Savvy Show. I am David Wilson, Business Savage. We are here on No Nonsense Market Domination on IBGR.Network Profit Radio. We are talking about the system. What is the system? And how can you plug into the system? This is season 6, where we are building you here on No Nonsense Market Domination. Everything we're doing, really, the title, people ask me about the title. Oh, No Nonsense Market Domination. Can you dominate your market? Yes, of course you can dominate your market. Should you want to dominate your market? Should you want to dominate it? Of course you should want to dominate it. The no nonsense part actually came about from my dealings in funding. So having to speak to clients and give them the reality of what's going on, what's really possible, and speaking to members in the networking organization I belong to for going on 25 years, BNI, Business Network International. So as a director consultant, I help members navigate through their BNI journey and get the most bang for their buck from their BNI experience. Oftentimes you hear BS from people, and they just, a lot of that's where the no nonsense comes. So if you want certain results, here's a takeaway if you need one right now. As a business owner, as an entrepreneur, there's an accountability that we have to hold ourselves to, and it's an accountability that goes beyond like showing up, making sure you're somewhere on time, making sure you leave on time, making sure you have to be sure we have to be striving to be the best versions of ourselves at any given time. And I just think that's an important takeaway. All right, the next 2 stages of growth that we're talking about, now I got to say that a different way because it doesn't make sense. I'll be saying growth 3 times. The next 2 stages of, here we go. The next 2 stages of business ownership, growth and hockey stick growth. So as we said, growth, everybody knows what growth is. Hockey stick growth is really, really, really big growth. Right? So what's the difference? You'll know when it happens. That's the difference. It's not so important that we quantify, growth is simply a 13% increase in sales year over year, whereas hockey stick growth is, we don't have to do that. But just think of growth as gaining new customers, gaining new clients. Hockey stick growth might involve an acquisition, might involve some sort of windfall-ish type of opportunity. I don't mean selling an NFT. I just mean like landing a really, really large client that requires you to grow and expand. Here are some of the takeaways. What? Yeah, we're going to get to the sponsors at the end of this segment, just because I'm kind of rolling right now. All of the business owners I spoke to in this section, after I polled them, they gave me the following information. So really, it's an intro to delegation. This is where you really learn the value of your time. In the pre-startup to startup phases, we're forced to do a lot of the things ourselves. There was a guy in BNI, and he always used to use the term, "Hi, I'm blank. I'm the chief cook and bottle washer of so-and-so company." And that sounds funny and all, but the point he was making was, it's a one-person company, and he's doing everything for the company. Is that okay? Yes, it's absolutely okay. There are solopreneurs that are doing massively well because they are properly scaled. They are at capacity, or at a proper capacity, and they are lean. But they likely outsource most of the stuff they don't need to do. So an intro to delegation, starting to identify what things can you get off your plate. Now, go back to what I said earlier. That's where that conglomerate of trusted resources goes. So you get to a point, imagine someone walking with you hand in hand as you're starting the business, as you're growing the business, as you are somebody you can bounce ideas off of, and someone you can vent to and whatnot. These are the stories we're going to be sharing. These are the stories we're going to be sharing. And are they all success stories? No, they're not. They're not all success stories. I mean, and the ones that are not success stories is because they didn't listen to what I said. I'm kidding. What? No, I'm not. It's a joke. That's not true. I will say though, some people just have that ability to just kind of listen and ask the right questions and kind of get to the bottom of what the challenge is, and you'll hear about that all season. Another thing that came up: focus on growth, not tasks. So that was a quote, kind of like delegation. So instead of, as you get into that growth and hockey stick growth stage, you got to stop thinking about scanning business cards into your CRM and thinking more about going to networking events, going to chamber events, repping your brand, and finding new customers. That's what you need to be focused on. And it's a mindset. Now watch this. We talked all about in the first episode of season 5, first 1, 2, and 3, kind of. We talked about mindset, talked about purpose. We talked about all of that, and we need to have a mindset of growth, expansion, and reception. Growth, expansion, and reception. I call that GRR. That's what we need to have. We need to have a mindset of GRR. Oh man, you're fired. So Steve wrote that, and I didn't think it was going to work either. So yeah, it's good you're not behind the mic. Anyway, we'll go with it. So the mindset of GRR: growth, expansion, and reception. So mindset of growth, what does that mean? We need to be thinking about, we need to always be thinking about growing the company. Whether it's getting new customers, I don't mean panicking thinking about, I'm just we need to be open to new ideas. We need to be abreast on new technology. We need to be mindful of what's going on among our quote unquote competition. See what's working, see what's not. A mindset of expansion, looking for opportunities to get bigger. Whether it's a I was going to say a hostile takeover. It's not really the level we're at, but a roll up. It could be a mini roll up. So you might discover that you have the ability to purchase 5 smaller competitors to increase your revenue by a factor of 10. Yeah, that might be a good thing to do. But that's that. You have to have that mindset to be able to see it. And then the last one, mindset of reception, the last part of GRR, the mindset of reception. We're receptive to receive. So being open to receiving what the universe is trying to give to you. A lot of times our mindset, because our mindsets are so closed off, we're not prepared to receive that vibration. And the vibration doesn't disappear. It just goes somewhere else. And we have to be open. One of the things from season 5, the uniform matters, is being ready to swing the bat, being ready to play. So you have to be ready to play. You have to be nimble. We all saw that the nimbleness during COVID, and many companies out there, many of you, I'm sure, had to make some changes. Many of you had to do other stuff. Fund you up. We went from funding businesses to helping businesses file their PPP loan documentation and answering questions about that. Not a cash cow by any stretch, but what it did was it kept us in the game. It kept us visible. It kept us credible. We're still in the small business helping space. And the giver's gain, that's when we really had to tighten up and focus on giver's gain, because we could see that there was an end in sight, right? We just didn't know where it was, how far away it was, and we got through it. So that's what we did, right? Real quick before we go to break, we're going to get to the other two. This season, again, is sponsored by NutriChamps. Go to NutriChamps.com if you want to know where I get my Savage nutrition from, www.nutrichamps.com. Use my code, THESAVAGE1, THESAVAGE, the number 1. Fill up your shopping cart. Check out using that code, and you'll get free stuff. You'll get some percentage off of your purchase, and you can keep doing that every month so that I can keep saying this every month. So when we come back, we will hit the last two stages of growth. See you on the other side. All righty. All righty. Well done. Let's finish this up strong. Talking too much because I'm not getting. I want to get to where is it? The Savvy Shifter Society. Really, what this is this is your entree into the system. Essentially, this is where it all starts. And let me put this in the IB. Hold on. I'm going to put my landing page up there. So on my landing page, my IBGR landing page is where you can go to
how to connect anyone to
Savvy Shifter Society
for any reason without the fear of rejection. That's right. You never feel rejected ever again, because that's the biggest hurdle that we face.
Perfect. Okay. Yes. Sorry. So here's the landing page, and you can go there to the entree into the system is a survey. So we need to find out. The survey kind of covers everything that we talked about from season 5, kind of where you are right now, and then we just get started. And see. I don't know. I want to be able to help you. I don't know how I can help you. I might be able to help you with information. I might be able to help you with vetted resources. I might be able to help you with a buck. I might be able to help you with a video, with a training, with a conversation. It doesn't matter, but we want to find that out. So that's good. Last segment. Steve did work today. We got a minute to live. Nope, 45 to live. and let's bring it home. Thank you for being with us. Thank you, Facebook. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, Twitch. Thank you, Periscope, Twitter. Let's finish this up strong. What did I say it was? Grr. That's crazy. All right, here we go. Welcome back to the Savvy Show. I am David Wilson, the Business Savage, on No Nonsense Market Domination here on IBGR.Network Profit Radio. No matter what stage of business you're in, we can help you. We're a group, a conglomerate of entrepreneurs and business owners spanning over a plethora of different industries, expertises that can help you in any stage of business you're in. Hope my AP English teacher would have been proud of that. I'm not sure. Come grow with us. Hey, come grow with us. All right, so you may have been wondering, so how do I plug into this system? So if you were wondering that, it's real simple. I put if you're watching me right now, I put a link to my landing page, and you go there and you take you just click on Savvy Shifter Society survey. So the Savvy Shifter Society is what I call just kind of my Savvy session coaching consulting business, right? Where we're having these conversations with business owners in these different stages of business growth, and we get all kinds of business owners with different challenges and they're asking different questions. Do you feel overwhelmed and cranky? Do you work 1,000 hours a week and don't feel like you're getting ahead? Does your family complain about how much time you don't spend with them? Or people on your case about your blood pressure, about your fitness, about your health? Do you feel tired all the time, physically, mentally, emotionally? Are you just squeaking by and barely making ends meet? Do you think you should be doing better but just don't know how? Well, that's where plugging into the system will help. So if you're listening on the radio, you can go to www.ibgr.network/David-Wilson. That's me, Business Savage. You go there, and that's how you get to take your free survey. And that kind of helps you through the process of figuring out where you are, where you want to be, where you don't want to be. And we'll start towards the next step of seeing if we can help. It's that simple. So plug into the system, the theme of this season 6, No Nonsense Market Domination. What is the system? We've been talking about that. We are now to the last 2 stages of business growth. Slow and steady, nice and easy. That's what I say on the show, right? So no matter what stage of business growth you're in, pre-startup to startup, growth to hockey stick growth, that's really, really, really big growth. Or slow and steady, nice and easy, this business is doing really, really well and making money, to the retirement where we start the ferret grooming franchise. And that's definitely. And again, fun fact, a group of ferrets is called a business. There's a method to the madness, ladies and gentlemen. It's not just random. It's not just random. It's not just random. It's on purpose. I'm telling you. It's all intentional. That's what we do on No Nonsense Market Domination, folks. That's what we do. So, folks in this stage, slow and steady, nice and easy, especially these are more separate than the other two. So, slow and steady, nice and easy, and retirement are not quite the same. So slow and steady, nice and easy. You're going to be thinking about things like, am I hiring the right people? Do I need to hire any people? You might be looking at just, what do the notes say? Succession planning. I was thinking about new markets when I hit this stage. Okay. So that's good. And if you every stage, everything you learn in prior stages helps you build for and prepare for subsequent stages. Does that make sense? Because that's how it works. Because you're going to experience things in pre-startup and startup that you'll never see again. It's true. You'll never see them again. If that means like an air sandwich, hopefully you'll never see that again. Looking for new markets in this slow and steady, nice and easy. You're making money. You will likely have your systems in place where everything is properly delegated. And I'm not saying, I said hiring the right people. You can be slow and steady, nice and easy stage and still be a solopreneur. You can still only have yourself as an employee. I'm not. Someone on here is likely going to disagree and say, well, there's certain revenue goals that you need to hit to qualify for being in certain stages. I don't know about that. I think that slow and steady, nice and easy, as long as you're running it like a business and you are properly forecasting and you're looking at last quarter. And I don't care if last quarter was $20,000 or if it was $2 million, depending on your profit margin, depending on your growth year over year. You just can't tell yet. Looking at scalability versus, in addition to scale, some businesses are not scalable. Some businesses are more scalable. So working to capacity. Do you have the amount of work you can handle? When you hit capacity and you max out capacity, what do you do? Should you be hiring more people? Do you need to hire more people? Do you need to fire clients? Do you need to get rid of and dump your bottom 20%? These are all questions that have come up in past Savvee sessions, and we just talk through it. A lot of it is just being a sounding board. A lot of it is just being a good listener. Takes long walks on the beach and is a great listener. It's just all right. My wife's at home shaking her head, so that's cool. That's all right. Anyway, so and retirement. So all of this. So I said just a second ago, everything in prior stages leads up to what you'll experience in your current stage and any subsequent stages. Once you get through slow and steady, nice and easy, and you are prepared to sell your company, you want out, you want to sell it, you want to leave it to a child, a family member. What do you need? You need to know how much it's worth. And what determines how much it's worth? Well, your numbers determine how much it's worth. And if you can't, if you can't determine how much your company is worth, you're going to get an offer for what people think it's worth, and it's going to be low. I guarantee it. It's going to be low, and you're going to end up walking away from the table. And this is as a result of not having proper systems in place, a result of not really watching your numbers. You're going to walk away from the table with the liquidation value for your company, and then somebody's going to come in and plug in all the systems, and they're going to really take a look at the numbers. And with that, they revert back to the hockey stick growth stage, which can definitely happen. So I'm excited about this season very much, just because of this, because the best way for me to teach is to tell stories, and I'm not suggesting in any of these stories that I am the hero. I'm not the hero in any of these stories. I'm just I think of myself as the mentor. I'm just trying to help. So if you go back, the two things you want to keep in the front of your mind, give, and I'm just trying to help. So I'm not the hero. The business owner is the hero. The entrepreneur, you're the hero. I'm just here to offer a perspective to help you maybe see something a different way that will guide you guide you on a different path to help you get what you want faster. That's it. It's that simple. And I think everybody here on IBGR would say the same thing. We'll end with this. No matter what system you choose, come back next week and listen. Just listen. You're gonna learn something. You're gonna learn something for yourself. You're gonna learn something for someone else. Make sure that system aligns with where you want to go. Make sure something will resonate in you, and you'll know. You'll know if it's not system A, if it's not system B, it's system C, and just keep finding that right fit, and you'll connect. Give off the positive vibrations. You'll connect with the right people. You'll connect with the right opportunities, and everything will work out just the way it's supposed to. Thanks for being with me on the Savvy Show. I'm David Wilson, the Business Savage. No nonsense market domination. We're going to be heading out. Come back here on Wednesday next. So it's also known as next Wednesday, right? Next Wednesday, 3 p.m. Tell your friends, tell your colleagues, tell your enemies. They will become your friends. I guarantee it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. David Wilson, No Nonsense Market Domination, the Savvy Show. We'll see you next week. All right, and scene, here we go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Well done, everybody. Good start. All right, thank you. All right, that was awesome. That was a lot of fun. So thanks for being on. Thank you to Facebook. Yes. Thank you to YouTube. YouTube is out there. Yep. Thank you to the law firm of Periscope Twitter. Yep, it's kind of funny. It's getting old. It's getting old. I'm gonna stop saying it soon because it's like when people start doing that, it's time to change the joke. And Twitch, our Twitchers who are emoting. So thank you. So this is really a lot of fun. I hope you all get a chance to plug into the system to see. Ultimately, I'm just trying. Like I said, I'm just trying to help, and if I can help, that's what I like to do. I mean, help ain't always free. I'm just saying I will try to help, but my goal. My goal is not to give away free advice. Free advice doesn't have too much value. It's that pinpointed, intentional advisement. That intentional advisement that's going to get you from point A to point B with a tremendous return on investment, a tremendous return on investment on time. And a real plan, a next step plan to be the best you can be. So that's exciting for me. As always, you can go to www.allthingsdavidwilson.com, www.allthingsdavidwilson.com to get all my socials, programs, companies, and free networking checklist at www.allthingsdavidwilson.com. See how I did that? I just read it. Look, here's on the horizon. So next week, we're going to get into our stories, and that's going to be the what our season will be about. So tune in, get your notebooks ready, get your favorite glass or something, I guess. If that's what you want to do. I'm not judging you. It's 3:00, but I mean, so, and just sit back and listen. Sit back and, well, in your case, sit back and watch, and I guarantee you're gonna learn something. So I'm excited about this season. Excited that as we speak, we are almost to the point of pre-order for our brand new Savvee Silks pocket square line. So that is too hype. Never thought that that I would have something like that, but it goes back to that mindset of growth, that mindset of expansion. I don't do like a lot of things really well. And really, I don't. One of the things I do really well, though, is being able to envision and see that big picture. And so I'm thankful for that, because that with that I'm able to kind of keep so much in my head and just keep churning it out. So again, I'm thankful for that. So be on the lookout for that. And if you want, if you go to the show notes, there's a link at the bottom of the show notes where you can just get on a mailing list for Savvee Silks, and you can be prepared for that. I'm trying to pull this up for you so that, hold on. I'm looking for the looking for the link so I can give it to you guys. Here we go, right there. That's right. So it's www.allthingsdavidwilson.com/savvy-silks. Let me go ahead and put that in to the comments. All right, so there's a Savvee Silks website there, landing page. You can go there, sign up, be kept in, so you can keep in touch with me as things happen, as things are released, and what have you. So that's going on. We got our survey, the Savvy Shifter Society survey that's on. You can go there, and that's how you get plugged into the system. So start there. Put your information in. That's free. Go to All Things David Wilson. There's a free networking guide that you can get there. That's free. Very soon, so the past seasons of No Nonsense Market Domination are not going to be available for free. They're going to be available for pay, and so you're going to have to. It's going to be a subscription of some sort. I'm not exactly sure what that's going to look like, but it's not going to be zero anymore. So make sure. So I'm giving you kind of a warning. If you want to go back and Napster as many of the episodes as you can before you actually have to pay for them. It's kind of like a free preview that I'm giving you right now. So go ahead and take a look. Download the podcast, subscribe to the podcast, and there you have it. So we got a strange comment from one of our viewers. Not sure what this is for. I think that's surprised, then a mug emoji. Right? So I guess we'll figure that out. But we are dragging on time. We want to give a last and final shout out to our sponsor, NutriChamps. That's where I get my Savage Nutrition. If you're wondering how I can squat 500 pounds, is that right? Yeah, squat. So regular squat 500 pounds, linear hack squat 1,000 pounds, deadlift 500 pounds, and leg press 2,000 pounds. I know it's crazy. It's because of these guys at NutriChamps. Go to NutriChamps.com. Use my code DSavage1, THESAVAGE, the number 1. Type that in, fill up your cart, and you get free stuff when you check out. Free stuff, you get discounts, and just do that every month. Use my code, and you too can leg press a ton. That wasn't even supposed to. Why did you hit that button? That's not funny. I mean, if you it was hard for me to do, but other people do that stuff, Steve. It's true. All right. Thank you very much for riding with me today. Rest in peace to Black Rob. Hopefully I won't get Agent Smith it won't happen on Twitch, but it might happen on these other places. So anyway, thank you so much. It was fun. We'll see you next week. We're out. Thank you for watching the Savvy Show. I am David Wilson, Business Savage, signing off. Thank you so much. Stay savage, my friends.